What are your religious beliefs? Do you believe that acorns are the way to God? Don't walk away from me. Let's talk this out. You want to shake on it? Rude. What do you think about Jesus? I know, that's a scary question.
In order to come close to God, one has to call upon God.
Mm-hmm.
So we call upon God daily on our nice mala, where every bead I chant God's name, and I perform this about 2.5 hours out of the day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
This is a vow I've taken so that I can become more conscious of God in my life.
One sect of Christianity that kind of, is a little bit iffy for me is that, Jesus also said that the key to heaven is through me and only me. And that is a difficult thing. I interpret that as the key to heaven is to follow his teachings. That's how I interpret it.
Now, if any of us gets into heaven, it's up to God, right?
Okay.
And if we talk about many religions, we're not necessarily talking about many gods.
Okay. Yeah.
Many people have different explanations. But there's one God, and the one God, he's the one who sets the rules. So if I get into heaven or not, that's not based on me, that's based on him. Like if I were to get on a train, I want to take a train to Chicago, and then I got a ticket. Maybe it's a train ticket, but maybe it's for last week. It's expired.
Okay.
If I show that to the conductor, he's gonna say, you gotta have a ticket, and I would say I have a ticket. He would say, you have to have a valid ticket, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't have that valid ticket, what happens? I get kicked off the bus.
Agreed. So
I don't deny that the path that Jesus has laid out is a valid path towards what you would call salvation. But I don't think that it's the only path. And that's
yes, but like what I've heard what the Bible says is Jesus said, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to God the Father except through me." So to me, that's like pretty like affirmative that like because of our sin nature, there's no way to get to God apart from Christ. So like I know it's like the cool thing to do to believe all ways lead to God.
Can you have discovered another path? Would you like to share that?
Sure, if you'd like to hear about it. There's in the Eastern tradition, there's been, a line of yogis, enlightened beings who have come to Earth throughout time to spread spirituality. There was Siddhartha Buddha, Shakyamuni, the first enlightened being in the Buddhist tradition. And there have been various yogis in the Hindu tradition, and Jesus they respect as a yogi as well, an enlightened person who shares philosophies of love and how to live righteously in the world.
Can I interrupt you just a second to challenge that?
Well, sure, I'm just expressing another point of view.
No, you're saying that Jesus recognized that.
I'm saying that he was an enlightened being, and I'm saying that the people of Eastern traditions respect Jesus as an enlightened being.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
But Jesus never respects any other type of enlightenment.
Fair enough.
Yeah. He said that he was the way, the truth, and the life. He said that no one can come to the Heavenly Father except through him.
Okay, well...
Agreed. So here's how I feel about that. With there being very many world religions, I personally believe that we can't prove which one is right. And I think that since life is so complex and, our brains are only so large to be able to understand spiritual things, I think that, though Christian religion believes that there is only one ticket to heaven, I'll take that in, and I respect that that's what Christians believe. I think Christians are good people. I think the only problem with Christianity is that most Christians don't know how to be Christians. You know what I mean?
What you want me to say is always lead to God. You can find God in Buddhism, you can find God in Hinduism, you can find God in Islam, you can find God in Christianity. Isn't that what you want me to say?
No,
you want me to be politically correct?
No. What I believe is that there are many paths to God. Yes, many
and I totally disagree with that. And here's why.
That's closed-minded perspective. But go on. I'm sorry.
And that maybe it is.
Okay.
Maybe it is. But okay, because I can't. If I'm really going to be a true Christian, according to the Bible, it says there's only one way to God. So for me to be a Christian and say maybe there's other ways, the Bible explicitly says that's not the case. So suddenly you can't be a Christian and believe this. That's one issue I have. But you can. Do you really think someone can make up what they think God is? I think God is that lamppost. Does that make God that lamppost? Maybe it'll help my life, but I'm worshiping a lie and I'm worshiping an idol. And that happens in religion. Coming back to it works for you, you said that, right? We have to decide what that means, because if you believe God is this way, and I believe God is that lamppost, and the guy next door believes his beer can is God. If we all worship God and we're happy, are you fine with that? If we all worship our own God? So it's like, if deception makes you happy, are you happy being deceived?
No, but how do you know that you're not deceived?
Well,
how do you know? How do you know?
That's a step two. The first step is to decide if we're believing in an absolute truth. Because I believe if...
The creation of our earth has already happened. I think we should worry about our lives and what we are doing in this moment, like being mindful, being in the moment, which is a lot about Buddhism and a different kind of religion where it's just being in the moment. And that's what I'm about, really. That's what I'm about. And
you're just living in the moment. You're
not
thinking about the fact that eternity is only a heartbeat away for everyone here.
Remember I spoke about relationship between people? You can say Christian is like the boyfriend and Radharani is like the girlfriend. So I'm going to say this once and only once. God's black and has a white girlfriend. Because Christian is black and Radharani is white. But